Already today I'm switching out my Quadrajet carburetor to a 4-barrel on this 1988 Cadillac. Gonna need an adapter plate as well as this fuel line kit, transmission cable kick down adapter, throttle cable spring. You'll also need a throttle lever adapter. You could use some bolts, but I chose this. Need a block off plate for the EGR valve and the heated choke hoses. Start off by placing the gasket for your adapter plate. This will allow your 4-barrel carburetor to fit into the Quadrajet intake manifold. Comes with all the necessary hardware. 4 screws and 4 studs and 4 nuts, 2 gaskets, one for the top and the bottom. So basically just put the carburetor on top of that and bolt it on. Make sure to put any brackets that were previously on the old carburetor. Mine had a bracket for the old throttle cable and transmission. Right now I took the EGR valve out. It's a lot easier to take the EGR valve out before you put the carburetor on, but that was something I had to learn later. So now I'm installing the throttle cable adapter. I think I might switch this out to a nut and bolt. Move on to the fuel line. Pretty simple, just bolt this on. It's a single bolt. I will need to make a fuel line for this to make it compatible. After that, moved on to the choke hose block off. It is very wise to do this before you actually install the carburetor, because as you can see, it's very tight space to stick a wrench into. I ended up having to remove the carburetor to fit the wrench into that second bolt. Up, I moved on to the TV kick down. I didn't film it, but it is installed, as you can see in the video. Also, the throttle spring is installed. There's no right or wrong place to put this, just as long as there's clearance for it to move freely and as long as it has tension on it. Yeah, it's the progress on this 4-barrel carb swap. So far, I still have to wire up the electric choke, make the fuel line, block off the EGR valve, install all the vacuum hoses. It's just 2 for this one. So yeah, not far from being done, but we'll get there eventually.